Satnam.
Satnam.
We're very happy to be here with you. We want to spend a moment telling you a little bit about our story, telling you a little bit about what we do, and how this can transform your life. But before starting, we would like to just take a couple of minutes to tune into ourselves, align a little bit our energies, just to get in touch with a deeper sense of this moment. And afterwards, we're going to share a little bit about our story, about divine touch, and how this came to be, how this can change your life, as we have done for hundreds of people, and spend a moment with you.
So I invite you to come into a meditate posture. You can close your eyes, have a back straight. Let's be aware of our breath. Make a conscious breath. Becoming conscious of your breath, we can start coming back to this present moment. Allowing us to open our hearts, expand our minds, and to be open to the gifts and the blessings that brings us, tuning in the present moment. Be aware of any tension that you may have in your body and try to relax. And go into the flow of a deep breath. Being aware of every inch that comes in to your nose and aware of every inch of air that comes out from the tip of the nose. This helps us to attune into a state of more calmness, of silence, and give us a space within us to get in contact with something deeper that wants to awake and shine from within. And now we can make a deep breath in. Exhale. When you feel ready, you can open your eyes and come back. Thank you. Satnam.
Thank you. So, it's very important for us to give you the opportunity to experience yourself. When we talk about experiencing yourself, it's about getting in touch with that inner self. Most people refer it as our soul, our spirit. We also mention it very frequently as our true identity, and through the teachings of yoga, we also call it Satnam. And so for that to happen, there needs to happen a process. There needs to happen a thing in your body, in your mind, in your energy fields, in your bodies that we hold. There are many more than just the physical one. And there needs to be a certain knowledge within your mind, your psyche. So to really dive deep into your true identity of who you are, that will bring you peace, will bring you health, will bring you love, will bring you all of those things, abundance and prosperity that most people are feeling that are lacking of that. Well, there needs to happen a certain thing. You need to learn certain things, and you need to prepare your vessel, your body, your mind. And that's why it's always good to take time to breathe, take time to experience your inner self, and just get in touch with the present moment.
And to remember where we are going. Yes?
We all
Sometimes
have the
our-
same destiny.
Yeah, sometimes our mind take us from that corte.
Pues hay que trabajar más. ¿Ya?
Propósito.
Purpose.
Sometimes our mind take out from our purpose here in earth of being here. Yes, we get distracted for so many things in the world, in our jobs or families or everything. And it's so important to remember which is the point of being here, which is the point of the arrow of where we are going.
And through the years, we have been blessed to receive higher guidance, higher knowledge, and also blend this with, ancient science, like yoga, for example. And so, Divine Touch is just a new approach of how to embody a deep understanding of our core nature, our core reality, our true identity, that it have been taught by many enlightened beings throughout the years, throughout the eons of Earth. But now we have this possibility of delivering this message in such a powerful way, like this Divine Touch, because it's not only the knowledge that you need to learn, that a little bit of that you can find some places, but there's not a lot of knowledge about how to become one with everything, how to be in this state of oneness and total union with the divine, with God, with Source, with Christ consciousness. So it's about the knowledge, but also how do you make this knowledge available for you as an experience? Because if we have information, it's good, but that's not what is going to guide your life, because you have too many other things happening at the same time in your unconscious mind, in many different layers of yourself. So for the information, the knowledge to become wisdom is when you experience it, there has to be an embodiment of this. So applying all this very refined knowledge about existence, creation, and the base of illusion will take us to this place where we will experience something very profound. So many years ago, we did have let's say, a more typical life on Earth. We used to work in international companies, more based in retail, and very demanding, very stressful industries and markets. And we both kind of experienced the same thing in different times. At that time, we were not together, but we knew from before. And we experienced this, melting of our reality in a way, where everything was not the way we feel that it needed to be. We both had a really nice life, a nice career, successful career, successful life in terms of what society always asks for, but we were not happy. And so eventually we both took a decision, each one in their independent life, without really being in touch, to step out of that life, leaving everything behind, all jobs, family, friends, things, material things, and going to a search of, what is the purpose of this life? How do I become healthier, happier, and feel, that we are in tune with the things that happen around us, present, and feel love.
And feeling free too.
Feeling free, that's a very important thing.
Feeling our soul being free, guiding us. Yeah.
So in that search, that we talk more in the teachings through Divine Touch, we got to have time for ourselves. And I think that's a very important, very, very important thing that most people don't realize, the magnitude of the capacity of change that you can have if you give yourself time to yourself, to experience yourself. And so through having time and starting, opening yourself to new things, learning a little bit of meditation, yoga, starting to read certain books and certain things that just started to flow to your life. That's happened to us. Your way of seeing reality and the perception of reality start shifting. And for us, that was the starting point of a new life that we never expected to have. And that right now gives us a possibility of being in a place on earth that we love, that is very beautiful, growing our kids together in a beautiful way, spending more time with them than what we would be in a typical stage, in a big city and so on. So we're very grateful for everything that have unfolded. And it was because we had the courage to really step out of our wheels and comfort zone, the wheel of karma, we can say as well, and just, move everything, all our energy towards something new that we didn't know what it was. So the short story of this is that through that time that we were trying to search about, the reason of existence, basically, we started meditating more, we started doing yoga, we started studying certain things, and eventually we got together, and through those practices of meditation and yoga, we started to open in ourselves new wisdom, new understandings of life, and new capacities to perceive reality in many more dimensions that we knew that existed. And because of that, we started tapping into our soul, our inner wisdom, and the field of love and light that is around everything that is created. We started receiving information about things, for example, healing techniques. We started receiving practices, a lot of knowledge. And through those years where we tap into this field of consciousness that now we understand very well where it comes from, we started developing all these bases to start offering what now we call divine touch. That it is a step-by-step process to guide yourself, your body, your mind, your energy, your consciousness into a state of oneness where you can affect everything that is around you and change your entire inner being at once. So that it has been a very beautiful gift. And since we started, we have been teaching it from people from many different countries. Originally, we started teaching only with people around physically, and then we started offering online. And we found out that it was a perfect way to really expand this. And the teachings are totally possible to happen online. And so we want to give you a little bit more about this Divine Touch training for you to feel the capacity and the opportunity this can bring to your life. It's a total transformation of yourself, but in a good way. It's not that we really transform ourselves entirely and suddenly you are going to be meditating in a cave, like we used to say. No, not necessarily, unless that is the path of your soul. But the transformation will be within yourself. You're going to experience things in a different way. Your perception of things are going to change. So your life around you will start shifting in a good way. You're going to start having more healthy, loving relationship with people around, family, friends. You will find definitely more friends, more people around you that will match your new state of being, your new frequency, your new consciousness. So your entire surroundings is going to get enriched. You're going to have more things coming to your life than never before. And all of those things we can say is prosperity, is abundance, because it's not only about the money, it's about the possibilities that come to you. And so if you're in that place where you want to change your life, that probably it is something that is going on in your life, that's why you're here listening to this. Well, this could be potentially something very profound for you to experience, because you're going to learn how to tap into a higher guidance. We call it our higher divine self. But not only that, also what we call the divine support team. That is, let's say, these guides that come with us to the embodiment of this experience on Earth, and they help us, guide ourselves through the process of being here to get to be liberated.
Yeah. This process of divine touch changes our vibration, raise your vibration, your molecules and your DNA start to awake. Yes, we start to vibrate in a subtle way, and this creates like a coherence of the frequency of the soul and the frequency of the body and the frequency of the mind. So you get aligned more deep to really empower yourself and to create the life that you want.
Yes, and this because of that, our life entirely changed, and your health gets better. Your capacity, your mental capacity are enhanced. You have more capacities to study things, learn things.
More vitality.
More flow of life really
more
within
clarity.
Yourself.
Yes.
And so that brings everything we want. And we feel more in peace. Therefore, we feel more in peace. We feel more in love.
More present.
More present. And because of that, we can share that with others as well. So
learning divine touch is a process that will tune yourself to the spiritual guidance, to the state of oneness, and you can learn how to activate this version or this consciousness in other people too. And that creates a profound healing. But what we are doing is that we are awakening our spiritual being.
So we invite you to see the next chapter, where we're going to talk more about the different levels of divine touch, and a little bit about how they work, for you to have an understanding of more in depth about this beautiful teaching.
Yes.
So many blessings to you. Satnam.